Back to the Bootstrap site, and I want to go to the navbar snippets. So I think it's components and navbar. Alright, so you can see this example here. They have a search box. That's what I want, so I'm going to copy that form, which is right here, and go ahead and put that right under the UL. Okay, and I'm going to change this navbar left to right. The input, we're going to add a name, and then for the placeholder, let's just put enter username. Alright, now we need a password field, which is also going to be wrapped in this form group div. So I'm going to just copy this and then change this here to password. Type is going to be password, and then the placeholder, enter password. And then for this button here, let's give it a name of submit. And change the submit text to login. Alright, so that should do it for our navbar. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is the actual application. I'm going to open up the index HTML page. Alright, so we get our navbar. Now we need to create our columns, because we're going to use the Bootstrap grid system. Alright, basically this sidebar here will be a 4-column div, and then this main area will be an 8-column div. Okay, so let's put those in here, right in the container. First we need a row. And we'll do the sidebar first, so that's going to be col-md-4. Alright, and then we want the main area, which is going to be col-md-8. Alright, so that gives us our sidebar and our main area. Now to speed things up, I'm going to be is going to be our cart block. So let me paste that in, and I'll go over it real quick. Basically, we have a div with the class of cart block. It's going to have a form. The action and things like that aren't really important right now. This is just for display. And then we're going to have a table with some cell padding, spacing. We're going to have the quantity, the item, and the item price. We have nothing here now because we will be our application will dynamically generate that stuff, so we don't need it here. And then just an area for the total. Alright, and then under the table we just have the submit button. Okay, actually we have two buttons. One is an actual button to update the cart, so we can update the quantity and click update cart. Next one is just a link going to the cart. Alright, so if we save that, we can take a look. Alright, so not too pretty. That's because we're going to be adding our own custom CSS. So next I want to do basically these are list groups when using Bootstrap. We can even go and check them out, check out the syntax. Click on list group. Basically this is it. Alright, so you want a class of list group. The list items have a class of list group item, and that gives it this padded border look. Actually, we're using links, so we'll be using this format. Alright, so let's go back to index and go below the cart block, which ends right here. So we want to go right under that. And by the way, we're also using panels. Alright, so panels allow us to have this, I guess this heading right here, and wraps around the list items. And you can see that code as well in the, where is it? Panels, where are they? right here, panels. Okay, so basically you can have a panel with a heading. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm just going to paste that in right under the cart block. So it starts here, and you can see we have a couple classes here, and then the panel heading, I threw in this, okay, this panel heading dark, and that's just so we can actually make the heading dark like this. All right, and then we have down here a different color heading, and over here we have a green heading. So just to kind of break it up a little bit. Category H3 categories, and then we have, like I said, the list group. Okay, with our categories, and then right under that we're going to have this most popular list group. So let me just grab that real quick. I'm going to paste that right under, yeah, right under here. All right, so if we save it, let's take a look. All right. So when we do the custom CSS style sheet, we'll make this dark, and we'll make these links not blue. All right, so next we have the main area where these games are. Basically, we're going to do a grid inside of a grid. So we're going to have three 4-column divs. All right, so I'm just going to paste this in. It's just all static content. So right under here, I'm going to paste, and we just have a bunch of games that all start with a 4-column div, and also I threw in the class game for each one. All right, so you can see we have the game title. This is the game image, which is linked to product.html for now, and then the button we have add to cart. Now you'll notice I don't have the quantity input in this HTML. We're just going to add that when we actually create the application, when we create the view. All right, so let's just save this and see what it gives us. Actually, hold on. Oh, we put that in the sidebar. Let me just undo that. And we want to make sure we put it inside of this div with the 8. Okay, save that. All right, so our images, we need our images. So I'm actually going to just grab those from the application. Create an images folder. All right, let me just grab those images. These will be in your project files. And I'm not sure if it, all right, yeah, it just goes to images and then the game. All right, so there's our games. The price, obviously this doesn't look very good. We're going to fix that in our CSS. All right, so next we just want just a simple footer. I'm going to go under the container div, go right under it, and paste in a very small amount of code. It's just another row. Gave it the class of footer, has a container within it, and then just a paragraph with whatever our copyright. All right, so one other thing I'm going to do is move this JavaScript here to the top. So let's just grab these two script tags, and I'm going to get rid of these comments. And I'm just going to go paste them up here under our CSS style sheets. And also we need to change this link. We just want it to go right to the JS folder. And we're not using the minified version, so I'm going to get rid of that. I actually don't even think we need this bootstrap JS file, but I just like to keep it just in case we want to add a slider or something like that. All right. So that should complete the HTML. All right, so we have our footer, and obviously we still need to style this. So I'm going to end the video here, and next we will create the HTML for our other pages and also the CSS so we can actually make this look presentable.